Zoom call. Just another podcast, and they only present the Chris and James Show.
One, two, three, go. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I'll be there. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I'll be there. That's it. I don't know. That song was just going through my head, and then I
Did you hear
wanted
it on
to
the radio or
open up.
something?
I don't know. It just came through my head, and I just wanted to use it for a cold open. So there it is. I did it. I did it.
That's fine. Okay, cool. I mean, yay, I'm off it.
Yeah.
You know, I forget that what's it call it? That Danielle Fishel was in one of the music in that is it that music video? No. Misery. She's in Misery, right?
I don't even what? No, I gotta look this up. I don't
Danielle
even remember.
Fishel, yeah, she was the video. I was gonna say video hoe. She was the video girl in
Misery. It's what I feel. I don't know, man.
I'm pretty sure it's her.
Okay.
Okay.
There's gonna be an insert.
It's her. I'm pretty sure it's her. Well, I'll just start then. Hi guys. Hi friends. Welcome back to Just Another Podcast. If you haven't already, please follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, at Instagram. Did I say Instagram already? At Just Another Podcast. On TikTok at just.another.podcast. We didn't have an episode last week because we were all sick. So none of us had the strength to do it. Were you just like normal sick, flu, or?
I think I don't know, man. Like I had cough, cold, and then I really didn't want to do the podcast because I couldn't talk. Like my throat really hurt, and then like I could talk, but then it hurts to talk. So I'd literally whisper all the time when I talk to Isha. I go, can you grab me that?
Trying to black bolt it? Is that what's
yeah.
No, I feel you. I had like really bad body aches, and I was hacking when I was coughing, runny nose and stuff. The only reason I went to work is because I was training. If I wasn't, I would have called in sick like all week. And I kept testing negative, just because you want to be safe, man, right? Yeah. So, and I was like, man, if I tested positive, I could miss 5 days, but but I kept testing negative, and like I was like, man, I'm just sick. Sucks. I don't want it, but I'm just saying, you know, I could have got days off.
I can't believe I got sick again. I just recovered, and then I got sick, and then I got Rome sick again, and he had it worse than me because he had fever like for 2 days.
Oh no!
Straight. Yeah, and then
Did Isha end up getting sick?
No, she didn't. She never ended up sick. How about Christine? Did she get sick?
Not really, but like we did our best to try to stay away from each other. But like only now she has body aches, but I think or it's because she was like moving stuff when I was playing ball on the Sunday prior. She was lifting boxes, but I think like, you know, you're supposed to take it easy and stuff, but I think she pulled
overdid it.
Yeah, she overdid it just because, you know, I was out, she'd know what to do, so yeah. Yeah, what's new with you? 2 weeks, how are you? Outside of being sick.
What can I say, man? Like right before I got sick, I visited my friend Joy at their new house, and their 4-month-old. So I'm glad I didn't get them sick.
Okay.
So, yeah. Pretty much nothing else. And I was just got sick, and then like when I was feeling better, but I was still kind of sick, I went to work, but I just took on like a bunch of drugs so I wouldn't have a runny nose or cough at work. But then as soon as I left work, I was coughing like crazy. Like at work, you wouldn't know I'm sick. I'm just like a normal dude. Like you can't, like I don't have a stuffy nose or anything. Right. As soon as I walk outside, I get to my car, I can feel my nose start running. And I can just start coughing up phlegm. Then I did it again the next day. Just take a bunch of drugs.
Yeah, man, I feel that. Yeah, yeah. I was the same way. I was taking like extra strength Tylenol just so And
Yeah,
I
took
there
the
was a point where I was like, I don't want to be so reliant on these drugs just to move and like go through my day because I'd come home from work and pass out for like two
yeah,
hours.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's basically as soon as I come home from work, I'm like, I'm gonna need a minute. I need a minute. Yeesh, hold on, give me a second.
and then you're just out, and then you're out for the
Yeah.
rest of the night, or a
No, I'm not out for the
couple
rest of the night because
hours.
I still gotta take care of Rome too.
Fatherhood.
Yeah, fatherhood.
Um,
But speaking of you not relying, I never asked you about your tweet. You said I can't rely on the naproxen
Oh,
always.
okay. Yeah, okay. So 2 weeks ago when the last time you played ball too.
Okay,
Yeah. Um, I I for no, no, is that the day I forgot to take naproxen?
or did you do it when you played with
No,
the other guys?
Sunday, yeah, the other day. Yeah, so Sunday I forgot to take, and I was like, I can't always rely on it to not feel sore. And then lo and behold, I get sick. I have crazy but like obviously the getting sick is not a preventative not taking the naproxen. Maybe the body aches or but yeah, I got sick the next day, so I don't know. But I don't want to rely on it, you know?
Well, I think I'm gonna rely on it because I took it and then my foot didn't hurt, so I'm like, so I'm good, right? So oh
I told you, but I don't want to rely on it for like, I'm running
yeah.
out.
Like my foot like had the normal it got overworked, but it wasn't like that other time when I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't walk
You
on it
can't walk.
anymore. Like, yeah, this is
Can't
just like,
climb your
oh,
steps.
I feel, yeah, it's like, oh, I feel the pain, but it's I can walk on it now. So I was like, thanks, James. Maybe I'll do this every game now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see how professional wrestlers got addicted to painkillers.
Yeah,
I get
man,
it.
they
I
just
get it.
they just take it, and if
You
they
don't feel
perform
the
like
pain?
every night,
Yeah.
they're good.
Yeah, I get it. I get it now. What was I gonna say? So I did want to address the comment we had on our TikTok.
Oh, our successful TikTok.
Yeah, our
Uh,
hold on. I have it open. Our almost 1,600 view uh TikTok, which is crazy. Um, so the person, their name is that one girl. None of us follow. I shouldn't have opened the profile. Shoot. But they had commented on the friend zone clip. And so she said, "I'm confused. Isn't the friend zone either a guy or girl knows the person has romantic feelings for them and use it to their advantage?" And we had to explain to her that's not what being in the friend zone is.
and that's what the How Much Your Mother calls being on the hook.
Being on the hook, exactly. So I think you friend zone via Urban Dictionary,
Yeah,
particularly aggravating metaphorical place that people end up in when someone they are interested only once. That's what we had wrote. Yeah. And then how at your mother's being hook. Have you ever been on the hook, Chris? Do you know if you ever been on the hook?
I don't think so. I hope not. You pray for my soul if I did. I'm sorry. How
I
about
hear
you?
that. I don't know. I'd like to hope not. And I'd hope that I didn't put anybody on the hook either. But so either way, it's I don't know. Because
No.
I think about it and I was like, um, I've like paid for their meal or whatever, but they've the person I've always said no to it, but I've always like, nah, I'll pay for it. Because my dumb brain is like, oh, if I could win them over by doing this, I'll get myself out the friend zone if I keep doing it. So they don't put me on the hook. I grab the fishing hook myself and I put myself on that hook. So
It's like it's almost a fine line, friend zone and being on the hook. It's just that I don't know. I feel like yeah, if you're on the hook, you don't know you're on the hook. And then someone has to tell you, "Oh, Chris or James, you're on the
you're on
hook
the hook.
because you're doing this," and she has no intention of telling you that there's no chance or telling you there is a chance. Just I guess keep stringing you along, as they
Yes.
say as well.
Did you know? Well, certain guys that are or people that are on the hook. Oh no, guys. There's a term. They're like pick me boys.
They're what?
They're called pick me boys.
What? I've never heard of that
Like
term.
pick me, because
Oh,
I'll treat you better. I'll do this. I'll do. So they're like pick me boys. I didn't
isn't
know.
that isn't that almost like? Because I don't know. Because like people misuse the term all the time. Isn't it like simping for
Yeah,
someone as
that's
well?
exactly. Yeah,
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
yeah, that's the same thing. Which I still don't really understand what simping means, but I think that's what a pick me boy
I,
is.
I still don't understand simping either. But fun fact, I remember I was watching Dawson's Creek
Okay,
season 1, and
okay.
Pacey called Dawson a simp. And I forgot what the
Oh,
context I forgot what the context was, but I'm pretty sure because he was like in love with because being in love with Joey, and
oh,
then and Joey's like, oh, stop being a simp, and I was like, holy shit, this is in 1999.
really?
So I was like, that term's been around for that long, and I've only heard it now in mainstream because of all the kids today.
Oh, because I honestly thought the term simp meant like a simple person, like a
Mm,
simpleton, like a peasant. Like I didn't know it was like somebody who is lusting over somebody, or
mm.
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't. I
That's what
feel
I
like
thought.
people just use it like interchangeably, like being a peasant or like you're because it's always like stop being a simp for this Twitch girl or this model or whatever, right? It's always like that.
Speaking of simping, um, did you see? you,
Who
you
would you
might
simp
have
for?
you
Who'd
might
you
have to
simp for?
cut this out of Instagram, out of Instagram. You might have to cut this out the pod, but they don't listen
Okay,
to the pod. You just don't have to make this a clip, so you
okay.
could keep it. They don't listen to our pod. So did you see anime? His Instagram. What you see?
Which one? Which one?
Did
Which
you not
post?
see his today?
Not today. I didn't see today's.
Okay, so he had posted you know how he takes gym selfies and stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, don't do that. Huh?
Don't do it. Don't take
Don't
gym
take gym
selfies.
selfies. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. I
Don't be
mean,
that.
it's cool to take progress photos, but don't take gym selfies. That's weird. Don't do that. Don't do that. We know you're working out. We'll see it when we see you. You could put up a before and after. You ain't got to take gym selfies. That's. I mean, good for you. Good for you. I'm not just shooting on him. I'm just like a bunch of people. Well, okay. So he had. Do you remember? A couple weeks ago, he had like said some gym girl
Oh
had
yeah,
waved
like
to him.
smiled and waved or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because now they're getting married and they're engaged and shit, right? Because she waved at him. So today, he had put up a photo, and they were that person was on the treadmill behind him,
Okay.
and he had his next post here. I'll read it. His next post after you see her behind her is like, yeah, yes, everyone, OMG, the girl in the background is the girl who waves to me. She already left though, so you know. I'm trying to show you it covering his face. So that's oh shoot,
Oh shit, you changed it. It's okay. I can go look. I follow him.
that's
All
what he
right,
said.
creepy. All right, creepy, bro. All right.
um, and I'm kind of like, bruh, posting about her. Just why don't you talk to her? Just talk to her. No, why are you
No,
shaking
he's
your head?
no man. He's gonna admire from afar, and he's having conversations in his head of what they're gonna talk, or they already talked about.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Not what they're gonna talk about. What they already talked about.
What they already talked about. Question for you: have you ever like when you like a girl and you
Hmm.
like thought it through in your head? You're like, okay, I'm gonna say this. She's gonna have responses for everything, and you go and talk to her, and none of everything you played out, none of it.
Bro, like this is the story of how I met Isha. Like
That's
when
true. Fair enough.
when I was gonna go say hi. Okay, just be cool. Just say hi. Go walk up to her. Hi, Isha. The voice cracks, and then you're just that's it.
Yeah, it's fair.
That's and then I'm like I can see myself crashing and burning. I'm like, oh, that's it. That's it. This girl's never gonna talk to me again. But she thought it was cute, I guess. And here we are, married, kids. Come on,
Hey,
man.
man, you ain't wrong there. Ain't wrong there. I mean, it worked, I guess, right?
Right. Being awkward works if it works for you. But there's a fine line between awkward and creepy.
There is definitely a fine line between creepy and wait, what'd you say? Awkward, right?
Awkward. Yeah.
Awkward and creepy. There's
Have
a
you
good one.
have you ever seen that Wong Fu thing about like being romantic and then stalkery? And the only difference is if you like the person, then it's romantic, but if you don't like the person, it's creepy. Like it's a really old skit they did. I'm like, that is so true. Like if a girl likes you and you come in like surprise her with like chocolate or a drink, she's gonna accept it like, yay, oh thank you. But if she doesn't like you and she thinks you're creepy and you bring her a drink or chocolate, she's gonna be like, shit, what's in this drink? Is he trying to like drug me or something? Think about it. Think about it.
It's true. It's true. That made me think about the How I Met Your Mother episode. Everything comes back to How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, everything.
The Dahmer or what's that? I don't know what the other character's name is, but like, do you remember the part where Marshall sings a song to Lily with a guitar and like because she loved him, so it was sweet and nice. Yeah. But then the fact that if she didn't, it would have been a creepy song.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly no, yeah. You're right. You know what sucks? When you're creepy, you don't really know you're creepy. You know? Speaking as a creepy dude myself, sometimes you don't know you're being creepy. You think you're being slick and cool.
I think you're being sweet and you're trying to surprise her, but in her head, it's like, why is this weirdo doing this? I don't want him around. Knows where I
park.
Yeah, oh yeah. How did he know? How does he know my work schedule? How does he know that I'm working at this time? He followed me? What the heck?
What the heck? Oh my gosh. It's so true. It's so true. Oh my god. Oh man, leave flowers on a girl's car and they're just gonna freak out, think you're still there. And in your head, back of your head, you're like, man, I'm the best dude in the world. I just gave
and then you leave like try to leave a sweet note like thinking of you, and then she reads it, thinking of you. Holy shit. What? She calls the cops. I don't know. She makes a police report. I don't know, man.
Yeah, restraining order. Long story short, don't be creepy. Try your best, fellas.
But some fellas can't help it, right? You know, they got that creep factor.
It's true.
I hope I wasn't a creep. I hope I didn't have that creep factor. Like I didn't know. I just hope it was just pure awkward. I hope so.
You strike me as a person who's just awkward.
Yes.
You strike me. I know for a fact I'm creepy, so I apologize. I apologize to everyone, every girl.
It's because James, stop asking for the hugs. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Where my hug at? Are you calling me out? Where my hug at, bro? Is that what I am?
No, it's not even where my hug at. It's like you just go for the hug already. You go for that side hug.
Nah, man, I reject side hugs, man. Nah, man, side hugs come in, I go. See, I'm creepy.
You go full.
I go full. You know, right? It's side hug or crisscross, right? For friend hug.
Yeah.
Nah, me, yeah. I go both under.
You go under.
I go both under.
At least you're not the one that hugs behind them.
Okay, that's too creepy.
That's too creepy.
That's a little rapey. I don't like that. Who hugs from behind?
The creepy guys. The ones that think they're like that, but then if you see the girl's face, she's like, help me. Yeah, help me. She screams help me inside, but she doesn't say anything. And then inside, and then the other guy thinks he's the man.
He's the man.
Or he's slick with it, but he's one more move from a restraining order. Just one more move.
Don't do anything without consent, people. Let's do that. Everything got to be consensual. I don't know how we got here.
I don't know. We're here. Oh,
go ahead.
I want to say one more thing. Sure. Being on TikTok, when I scroll now through there, have you ever seen like the word Rizz?
R-I-Z?
Yeah, like he's got that Rizz. He's the Rizz god. He's the Rizzy. Like I'm like, what?
What does that mean?
I had to look this up, man. I'm old. I'm like, what do they mean by Rizz? And then someone said because YouTuber TikToker shortened the word charisma to Rizz, and then everyone uses
That's,
Rizz as an adjective or verb for everything.
oh, that's so bad.
But I'm like, it's hilarious. Oh, he's a Rizz god. That boy got that Rizzy or something like that. And I'm like, oh, it's always on those videos of like you ever see like guys trying to pick up girls like when they're interviewing them or something like they say oh that guy's that he's that Rizz god or something like that when he gets the number or they say something very sexual. So yeah,
I'm I'm
we're
a
too old for that, but whatever.
is it because they don't know how to spell charisma? Is that
I don't know. I guess so because yeah, Rizz is easy, Rizz. But
oh my
look it up. Look it up. Just type in the word Rizz on TikTok, and then you'll get like a bunch of videos with that kind of thing.
Rizz.
Yeah, man. Rizz God.
Hashtag oh okay. Bro, Rizz so pure. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Light skin stare Rizz. Okay, I can't, man. I can just what the no, I'm not doing that. That's weird. That already like you know what? Sus already got me. Like I know it's because of Among Us and it's it's too long a word to spell. Like I wasn't playing Among Us at the time, so I didn't understand when people were like, "Oh, that's sus." I didn't understand what that meant. I was like, "Are people short and suspicious?" I was so
Yeah, they just want to spell it, man.
I can't spell it.
Oh.
I need that autocorrect. So your favorite show is having the anniversary special coming up soon. Are you excited for that?
Oh yeah, and it's a Netflix special,
Yeah.
and it's a one-off, so it means they don't need to connect anything, so it's good. I'm excited.
Mm,
Once and
cool.
always. I still
Yeah.
I have you seen like pictures?
I saw the that little like 2 minute trailer thing.
Okay, so I just want to know who's the Green Ranger.
Maybe this was filmed before
I don't
JDF.
think no, but remember JDF didn't
Oh
want to
right, he
do
retired his role
retired.
already.
Oh yeah. So I want to know. I guess it is Tommy, but like, how do they address it?
Maybe it's just thing. Maybe he's maybe
He just
remember
he
that
just
anniversary episode for Megaforce? Maybe they're just there, like the Rangers. They're just
are
there,
just
but
there,
not
and then
in even
whoever takes off their helmet takes off their helmet.
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Maybe it's like that.
okay.
Are you excited about the what's it called? Cosmic Force? Yeah.
Cosmic Fury,
There's a
aka
Fury.
Cosmic. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I want to see what they're gonna do because this is the first time in a long time that series went to 3 seasons basically, and they're doing something totally different because they're using their own costumes now. So I don't know.
And the Red Ranger is a girl, so that's
Yeah,
exciting.
it's crazy. Like the only other Red Ranger I saw was in Samurai, but
That's
then that
awesome.
doesn't count. That doesn't count because she's like a one-off. Or she was
But
supposed to be the Red Ranger.
yeah, I was gonna say in the game she was they had her in the game, the Mega First game. The Mega First
Oh,
game, the Battle
Battle
of
for
the
the
Grid.
Grids.
Yeah,
Good, yeah.
yeah. So she was there. Um, so I think it. I mean, yes, these are kid shows, but still, I'm excited for them.
Oh, speaking of shows, I just saw like when I was waiting for you, there's like I guess I haven't watched season 3 of Titans or I haven't been keeping up with Doom Patrol. So, but whatever their season 4 that they're still making or coming out, that's the
Mm-hmm.
last season. They
For
canceled the
both.
show already. Yeah, they're canceling the shows. So these are the last season for those shows.
I mean, James Gunn's rebooting everything, right?
I know,
So
right? So I was like, okay, okay, okay. So I better get another Nightwing soon after this then.
it's crazy. I've been waiting for like Nightwing to show up, like in general. finally get him, and then it's like, oh hey, we're gonna cancel these shows. I was gonna say,
But wait. How is Gotham Knights still coming out? This is bullshit.
I
What
don't
the
know if
heck is
that
that?
maybe that trailer's old. I don't know.
No, but then like it was uploaded again on the official thing, and it's coming out, and I was like, oh wait, this. I remember seeing an article. This was canceled, but then now they uncanceled it. I'm like, why?
Maybe it's gonna be one season.
It better be canceled after like 3 episodes because this is Riverdale in the DC universe, basically.
Yeah, that when I saw that trailer, I was like, this is weird. Yeah, I was thrown by it.
It doesn't make sense. Why is it coming out?
Did you watch Black Adam yet?
Yeah.
Did you like it? I didn't watch it.
For what it is, it's okay.
Uh-huh.
But like, I agree with everyone else. Like, The Rock can't lose. Come on, man. He can't lose even as Black Adam. He has to lose. There's no build up in the story if he doesn't lose, right?
What's crazy too about like that is like when The Rock was promoting it, I thought that movie did really well. And then like and then when Joseph came here, he was telling me how like bad that movie flopped. And I was like, what? The Rock's talking it up. And he's like, no, he's just gaslighting everybody about how well it did. And then I went to look up. I was like, oh, it flopped. I didn't know it flopped that bad. Damn.
Like he was talking about how good it was in the first few days, and then and then like its total run was less than Black Panther's opening night.
And Black Panther's still in theaters.
Yeah.
Let's look up their box office. Hold on. Well, that looks nice, but what was your budget though? Oh, it doesn't say the budget. Oh, that's a worldwide though. Okay.
Yes.
So worldwide total is 393 million. The budget was 260 million.
So they made nothing.
They made like 100 million, which is probably nothing. Yeah. Oh wait. It would earn a profit of 72 million. Whew. Yeah, that's a flop. That's a flop.
For a big budget movie, no
way. That's a flop. Damn. So he can't lose. That's in his contract. He's one of those guys.
Yeah, he can't lose. Which is
Statham, Diesel, right? They can't lose in fights.
They can't lose. And I'm like, the dude's against the Justice Society of America. He can't lose still. Come on.
He can't lose to Dr. Fate.
I know, right? He can't.
I like how you're shaking your head. I still think the refusal for him to do like a cameo on Shazam.
Shazam, yeah, you are a fucking Shazam villain, man. Yeah. What the hell are you talking about?
I think that made me the most mad is because Rock kept saying he read the comics and he loved Black Adam and he wanted to be comic bookly accurate. And they're like, all right, fight Shazam. Why is Superman showing up? It's like, dude, Shazam's your dude. Like, yeah, I don't know.
And I'm like, how do you go anti-hero route already when like you are a villain in the damn comics? So if they played it right, you should have been a villain in like Shazam, and then something happens and then he comes back and then you tell a side origin story of how this is what happened. Yeah.
See, you know when like this goes for Mystique too. When they like associate these characters as anti-heroes, I was like, no, I didn't grow up knowing these characters as anti-heroes. Like Black Adam was always a villain. Maybe he's an anti-hero now. I'm not sure, but like he was always a villain to me. And then the same goes to Mystique. They only made her a anti-hero because Jennifer Lawrence. But like, no, man, nah.
That's still weird to me. In First Class, I'm like, that's not what happened. She's not that old. I'm like, she's not the same age as Professor X. What are you talking about? Get the hell out of here. She didn't show up at that time. Are you kidding me?
They have to, I don't know, man. They have to do a lot of stuff. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. Like, I remember having this talk with like my uncle, and he was like, why don't they just make it accurate. And I was like, exactly. And he's like, people who watch the movies won't know the difference if it's comic book. So why don't they just steal from the comic? I'm like, exactly. Why do they have to change it for for the movies? No, I agree.
So weird.
Ah man. Speaking of like new shows or whatever, have you seen the only through Alex Myers is have I seen this, but the Velma series?
No, I don't want to look at that at all.
Oh, you should watch at least Alex Myers.
Okay.
Yeah. For those who don't know, they made a new version of um the Scooby Doo characters,
I think
and
isn't it supposed to be like an origin
they're all
story
in high
almost?
school.
So origin, I guess, origin
Yeah,
story.
but the animation is decent, but it's told the jokes and stuff are kind of like they're trying to be like big mouthy. They're kind of be trying to
Oh,
be adult humor.
okay.
Yeah, and it's not that I have an issue with them, but they're all like different races now.
Oh,
Yeah, and I forgot. There's something Alex Meyer said. He said there's no issue with making them all different races if they don't, just address it. Just be like, yeah, this is what they were or are. But every joke is about them being like that race.
no, what?
Yeah,
What
it's
the
fun.
heck?
It's bad. I think it has a 1.6 on Rotten.
It's super bad.
It's
Oh, I know, it's
yeah,
super
it
bad.
got terrible reviews, but I recommend watching Alex Meyer so you don't have to watch it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Whatever that man says is true. It
Have you
is.
watched? Yeah, sorry, good.
I was gonna say, oh, have you watched that '90s show?
Not yet. Have you?
Yeah, it's okay.
Is it all nostalgia?
Well, when the old people like the original cast shows up, yeah, it is. And then when it's the new cast, like, eh. I mean, I do laugh at some of the jokes,
Mm-hmm.
and then some of the stuff is just like, eh.
Is Eric even there?
Yeah, he shows up.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I saw clips, and the clips I saw, I was like, oh, that's kind of funny, but I've
Yeah.
never, yeah, because I feel like that '80s show should get a reference.
That failure of the '80s show.
Failure, exactly. You guys got to address that show. Don't pretend like that show didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen. It's not in that world. That's why. It's not in the.
That's funny. I was gonna say, did you finish Kaleidoscope?
Yeah, I finally did.
Did you? Okay. I saw the order you watched it in. I still
Yeah.
have what I have left? Pink and red? No, white and red, I think I've left. So
You should watch White last though,
that's what they say.
because like I'm glad I watched it that way because White is basically, yeah, like it shows all the twists and
Hmm.
stuff that happens.
Okay.
And then if you watch it before, like I think Pink and Red is like one day after and one is like
Yeah.
6 months after,
Yeah.
then you don't get that same, oh my gosh, like, oh,
Okay.
like thing. Because if you already know how something happened in Red and Pink, then you're not, I don't know, it just makes more sense to make White last.
White's the actual heist, right?
Yeah, White's the actual heist.
Okay. Because I did see Pink. I think it's Pink. The 6 months after one. I did see that one.
Okay.
And then so I have the day after, and then
Which
the
is Red.
actual,
Which is
yeah,
Red. Yeah.
yeah, and then the
Yeah,
heist.
just watch it in that way. I feel like it's a better, like, oh, okay.
It's a better storytell.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I saw like online there are a bunch of like ways to watch it or whatever. Like you can watch it
Mhm.
chronologically and whatever.
Yeah.
And after watching like the first like whatever episodes, I just realized I'm like, it just doesn't really matter. It just depends on when you find out that information.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's a little misleading um in how it's advertised as like, several thousand ways of enjoying it. It just depends when you find out the information. And
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really, for me, it didn't really go like, oh my God, you found that out
Yeah.
when there? Yeah, like, no, it didn't. Just, we all find out everything. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
I did too.
Sounds good. Who you got in the Royal Rumble? I'm just kidding. Royal Rumble Saturday. Who you got? I'm just kidding.
Who's in the Royal Rumble?
I don't know. Look at the roster.
That I would still know.
Who would you still know? I don't think you know anybody.
What's that dude's name?
Roman's champ.
Roman's champ. Who's the honorary Usi?
Oh, he's still on the team. He might be in the Rumble, so you can go Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn, there you go. Let's go with him.
That's funny. Okay. I had 3 Am I in the friend zone? So I'm gonna read one just to make it quick, just for So I have this one. Am I in the friend zone or just a pretend friend zone? Basically got friend zone. Then I tried to get out a couple times and got casually rejected. So I decided to take a bold step and tell the girl I didn't really want to be friends at all, if it was strictly only as friends. There was a period of about a week and a half where we weren't speaking. I could tell it hurt her feelings, so I suggested I owed her an apology for my behavior. We started talking again. It almost feels like we started over, but I'm not sure. I suggested that dating a good friend is really the only relationship I'd be interested, although she says she doesn't see me that way. I'm not a particularly unattractive individual. In fact, I usually am pretty successful with girls, except the ones I'm interested in. Tell me, doesn't see me that way mean there isn't a way to make her see me that way? Sorry, bro. There's
you're what do you call it? Once I don't want to say once they see you, but like if they see you initially as the friend zone, you're there, bro. You're never getting out.
It's true. It's true.
You're never getting out, man. You're stuck there. You can't jump out of the friend zone.
Like she already stamped you and put you in filing. Like
yeah,
you're there. You're there. You could reapply as many times as you want,
but your application is gonna get denied.
Yeah, she's gonna look at your application and be like, "You submitted this already," and be like, "No."
It's like no. Or she could be like, "There's no reapplication. It's once you're filed, you're filed."
It's gone filed away to storage, bro. There's like
it's going to collections. Okay, it's gone to collections.
Yeah, man. It's once you're there. Unfortunately, yes. Once a girl says, or a person, doesn't just be a girl. Once a person says they only see you a certain way, unfortunately, you've been labeled, you've been stamped, and as Chris said, sent to collections. I like that.
But it reminds me of when you were talking about when you got politely friend zoned, and then you'd be like, but can it change?
I'm such a loser. Oh my god!
Change, you know?
Oh my god! Why would I say these things? I'm so
I can just picture like young James like thinking that, and then like later on, it's like, hey, did you think about what I
said? Hey, so change it.
Yeah, and her being polite, she's like, come on, James, I told you, I value our friendship, and I don't think it's gonna change. And then you're like, okay, maybe I'll try next week.
Okay, enough of me being roasted. On that note, if you haven't already, please follow us on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube at Just Another Podcast, and on Google Pod, as well on TikTok at just.another.podcast. Chris at wingsofa_, Jamrich Ball. And you have any final words?
That new K-pop group, Eugene's, their single OMG, man, that's a banger, man. That's a banger.
I guess go listen to Eugene's OMG.
OMG, yeah.
Okay, go listen to them on Spotify and YouTube and stuff. How are you?
Good, man. Really good.
Sorry, my 5-minute warning became 15 minutes. Do you know what we're talking about today?
Hell no. I have no idea.
Awesome.
I was gonna start our cold open with something though.
No, go ahead.
Wait.